And now, hailing from southern Alberta, Canada, weighing in at more than he cares to admit, your pilot, your captain, Mr. Elron Steele.
Well, hello, Mothershippers. Welcome aboard. It is lovely to see you. Lovely to see Happy Ray. Lovely to see Night Shopper. Lovely to see the Giggle Piglet in the crowd to start with today. Lovely to have you guys out there in the passenger compartment watching the show from the beginning. You guys get the first look at some of the Malta picks. I don't think the slideshow is working particularly well. Seems to be there are more pictures than I am seeing in the supposedly random slideshow. So I might play around with settings through the day, depending on how it goes, because I don't think you guys are getting a full look at my picture set. I didn't take a ton of pictures because I didn't have a ton of time, but it looks like there's more poker pictures than Malta pictures. That is not true. There is way more Malta pictures than there are poker pictures. So based on what I'm seeing come up on the screen, something's fucked with that thingamabobby. We do have poker rocking and rolling today as well. Not going to run the slideshow while the poker is going, but we've got it on most of the other screens that we might be on while we're not on poker today. So you guys will be able to have a look at that. And if I ever get it cleared out, there might even be more pictures than what you've been seeing so far. So welcome aboard today. This is the 2 euro phase event, which I am still trying to bag a stack in. Looks like I got a reasonable chance of doing that today. A short-ish stack. We are just under 100K, which is going to be just a little over 10 big blinds coming into day 2. If we maintain roughly this, 80,000 would be 10 big blinds coming into day 2 at 4-8. It is level 18. We have less than 7 minutes left in level 18. There is level 19 to play. So good chance I am finally bagging a 2 euro stack for the phase. I bagged a 10 euro stack for the phase yesterday. Not super comfortable, but like 160K, I think, something like that. So, and at least at this point, the min caches are pretty good. I have not run the numbers yet on how much I've fucking spent on this. I've also, as you can see, not done my bankroll for today yet. This is my first bullet in today. Probably, well, I will fire another one if I don't make this. At this point, I don't know if I'm firing another 10. I might just play the 160 stack that I have and go with that. We'll see how that goes. And likewise, if I bag roughly this stack in the 2, I might not fire it again. Either we will see. I'm regged in the stratosphere with my ticket that I won in the, weirdly enough, in the cent roll on Wednesday. Second place in that one too, by the way. I'm regged in the main event. You can get regged in that as well. Password is space travel, of course. I wasn't going to let that out, but I'll let it out in voice. It's not in the chat yet, but it's like people don't know what that is. Anyways, yeah, so that's coming up. The game's like an hour later than I expect them to be for me, but I think they're still on the same time-ish for you. Yeah, you guys can enjoy that. It's kind of fucked up for me, but it's not at all, I don't think, fucked up for you. So have fun with that. Right, so those are in. I'm going to look at what's rolling on the UOS schedule today as well. I'm still trying to bag myself another UOS title. As you can see, I'm playing a anonymous avatar for this 2 euro game. I just forgot to change my avatar this morning before I logged in, but I've been using the UOS trophy I won ages ago, along with Diggus Bickus. Because, yeah, I mean, I Diggus Bickus. Anyways, hope you guys are having a great Saturday. We will be as I said, playing poker throughout the day for your entertainment, and it will no doubt be entertainment for you guys. What are the upcoming UOS games? Saturday, Deep Stack. Well, we're not playing the medium of that one today, not 25 euros. That's still a bit above our bankroll range for comfortable. But we will play the low, which is a €5 buy-in. So that's an hour away, and boom, we are regged in that sucker. What else have we got? 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 Well, that's kind of a fortunate flop for me, I would have to say. 70% bounty, turbo PKO, liking the sounds of that. With the 10K, we're putting our money in, of course, trying to get some chips, or with 10 euros, so we're going to be playing both of those. It's going to be the low and the medium in that one. What is the third UOS game today, everybody? That's my question. Is there a third one? There isn't a third one. Oh, right, that was the third one. Hang on. So there's 20 at 1405. Ah, no, those are just... Am I missing one right now that's running? Oh, I am. Title fights. I'm late for a title fight. I guess we're gonna jump in those. Not too late for that. So there we go. So that is a €2 title fight, and that is up and running. Didn't actually reg in any of my flip games yet today, or I probably won't today. I'll probably jump into them again tomorrow. Go from there, right? So that is the €2 and the €10 version of that. With the upcoming, yeah, that's going to fill my screen if I'm still playing all these, so we're not going to reg anymore. And we should do bankroll shit. And then we should do title shit, because title shit is incorrect as well. All sorts of shit is incorrect. Although I did press more buttons today. You are way too drunk. So it was funny. I was out on my deck this morning enjoying a coffee, enjoying a what I was thinking in my head was this is a lovely brisk autumn morning to be enjoying a coffee on my deck with my hoodie on. Admittedly, my hood was up because, you know, my head is bald. And it suddenly occurred to me that there's probably not a lot of people outside, Canadians, Finns, maybe some Russians, who would have considered my deck to be a nice, brisk autumn morning this morning, as it was 2 degrees Celsius on my deck. I was enjoying my coffee. I'm pretty sure most, probably like 7 billion plus of the humans on this planet would be out there with me in the morning going, this is not a nice, brisk autumn morning. This is a, why the fuck are we on your deck when we could be in your centrally heated, nice, warm house kind of morning, Ellie. So get us the fuck back inside your house. I think that's kind of the way most people would have reacted to my deck, my coffee deck, deck coffee this morning. So yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was fun. Whoops. That one is actually this guy. €2, US 18. Yeah, I know, Ray. My current game list is way out of date at the moment, so forgive me. I'll get that sorted. Get that sorted shortly. I believe. I'm sorting out bankroll stuff right now, and then I'll get titles sorted at that point. So we are less than 5 minutes away from bagging a smallish, but nonetheless bagging a 100K stack for the €2 phase game. As I said, we already have a stack on the €10 game as of yesterday, so was happy to get that finally. Said I haven't run the numbers yet, so I have no idea how much it's cost me yet. So I don't know if I'm even making a profit with the min caches if I get there on both now. I mean, I won't know that for sure until we get to the final day, because the prizes will keep changing as more people register the tournament, I'm sure. But I should get an idea how close I am to, like if the min cash right now is triple what I've spent, then it's easy enough to justify where I am, and maybe even a few more bullets. If it's if I'm close to where the min cash is right now, then yeah, I'm probably going to need to think about how much I spend on it. I mean, on the other hand, there's a reverse argument to be had as well, obviously. So, anyways, let's get some other poker on the screen as well, because we've got more than just this game. I just gave up 2 big blinds in this game as well, so I want to get the fuck off your screens. These guys aren't watching me screw up this semi-satellite game. But yeah, that's a shove. The last one should have been a shove or a fold as well. But so we've got the €2 game here. Like I say, I'll get titles sorted here shortly. So that's the €600 game right there. And interesting spot developing here. Let me get that up on the screen real quick. In the €10 game, which is this one. Because I got the asses here. Well, fuck. You just got hearts here, super handsy. Is that what's going on? I don't think that's the case. Oh, she just got queens. All right, that is unfortunate for the Ulster in the €10 game. Yeah, I suppose we're gonna this early in the game. Not a particularly happy camper to do it, but what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do except go puke on the break? Well, I guess first thing I'm gonna do is put 2 bullets in my bankroll tracker for that one. Right, so let's get the titles sorted now. So we have got Stratosphere and Main Event Action first and foremost. have got the 3K UOS 18M. It's also a title fight, 10 euro buy-in. Well, that one's already good. We also have the 600. That's funny. I just have to change the. I already had title fights in there, which is what these are. Same prices, same prize pools. Just have to change the bet number to make those accurate. So that's kind of fun. We're getting there with the titles as well, everybody. I promise. I promise. Yay! I bagged the phase 2 stack, everybody! Woohoo! Woohoo! We finally bagged a stack in the 2 euro game. There we go. There we go. What do I have though? That's the question. Oh, it doesn't even tell me what I have. What the fuck? Let me have a look over here. I have 75K, everybody, which is just under 10 big blinds going into day 2. It is a stack, but it's not much of a stack. Let's have a look at the day 2 lobby. Min cash is $23 right now, which is, more than 10x the buy-in of this game, and I'm pretty sure I've already spent 10x on this at least. Thinking about it. So, that's the way it goes. I think the other one is going to be a better deal when I look at it. But yeah, so there we go. Nice. We have bagged ourselves a stack. So I'm not going to bother to put that in the titles that I am working on now. Which means at the moment that's all we've got rolling. I can add the other stuff later when it comes. So yeah, let's save that and get. Hey, we're almost up to date, everybody. Almost up to date. Look at that. Look at that. All right. Well, I have two phase 2 stacks, 2 euro and 10 euro, waiting for me to play. I will have a look at my numbers and see in the end what the final. Okay, no worries, shopper. Understood. Understood. Right. Well, I can get back to focusing on the poker for a bit here. At least for today, I'm not gonna play any more phase 1 games. I don't think. I might start looking at some of the phase satellites to the. I think it's a 100 euro game actually, 50 or 100 euro game, whatever the big one at the end is, the high. So I might start looking at some of those. We'll see. So I think I probably need to think about trying to bag a bigger stack in the 2 euro game. I think it might be okay in the 10-euro game. I've got close to, I think I'm going to have like 20 bigs coming into day 2. So I'm not that unhappy with that situation, frankly. Definitely a workable spot. Definitely something I can think work with. Good luck. Stratosphere beginning in 6 minutes, everybody. GL, GL, G, and L for the strat. I'll be there. I'm there already. Giggles is there. Whoops, that wasn't the lobby I was looking for. Dipperino, how you doing, buddy? Welcome aboard. Good to see ya. Yes, those were just a couple edibles that I munched down on. I have some raspberry lemonade infused with yummy THC in my fridge that I will probably be drinking a little bit of later. Interestingly, one of the things I've noticed with the drinks, it hits me quite a lot quicker and more intensely than what I'm gathering is a similar or even higher dose of, assuming I can trust the milligram values, similar or higher dose of edibles in eating form does not affect me nearly as much as one of these drinks does. Yeah, fuck you, Nightblood. It does too. Yeah, I've been seeing that 50 by 100E. All right, you guys are going to be treated to some. Cat's not here, so I won't be causing her delicate musical ears to implode. You guys are going to be subject to some delightful Canadian schlock rock here. So the Trans-Canada Highwaymen, I think I might have mentioned them in Wednesday's stream, but Trans-Canada Highwaymen are a quote-unquote supergroup made up of Canadian um, members of Canadian bands. There's like guy from the formerly of the Bare Naked Ladies in there, Stephen Page, and guy from Sloan, and guy from the Odds. So bands that most Canadians will recognize for sure. Um, Not sure anybody outside of Canada will recognize. So it's like a Canadian supergroup thing happening between these members of all these bands. Um, and they've for their premiere album, they're releasing covers of 60s and 70s Canadian rock anthems. Which I sort of when I saw the concept and I saw the songs and I listened to some of the songs, I was like, that feels like it's been ripped directly out of Cat's Musical Nightmares. Having the leaders of a bunch of bland Canadian 80s and 90s rock bands playing even blander 60s and 70s Canadian rock classics. Seems like exactly like it was is pulled from the deepest reaches of Cat's Musical Nightmares, and I just had to giggle. I honestly, every song I've heard of these guys, we're gonna play a couple of tunes of stuff that I grew up listening to the originals of in the 70s for sure. Um, I like the new versions. I'm a much bigger fan of the originals in both of these cases. I think um, I like both of these versions as well. In fact, "Carry Me" is a song by a band. Is a song and it's by a band that I'm almost certain nobody else in chat will have heard of unless you've been on this stream when I've played the odd tune from them. They're a band called the Stampeders, named as such because Calgary has a Stampede theme. Our football team is the Stampeders, etc., etc., etc. They're a Calgary-based band. Got relatively big in the Canadian rock scene in the 70s, but I'm almost positive they did not go international in any form whatsoever. So that will be "Carry Me" First one I put in by the Stampeders. Well, by the Trans-Canada Highwaymen. Originally written and performed by the Stampeders. A band that I'm almost certain nobody who did not grow up in Alberta, southern Alberta even, has ever heard of. Maybe if you were a Canadian rock aficionado living somewhere else in Canada in the 70s, you would have heard of the Stampeders, but... Yeah, watch, Kat's going to show up just in time for these two songs. And her musical brain is going to explode from the utter banality of it all. Oh, I'm wearing my shirt, one of my shirts from Malta. They're both the same, so I only have to wear one. You guys only have to see one. I think these were only given out to staff who weren't dealers, like people who worked behind the desks and, well, or floor staff, because floor staff were in suits and ties. So yeah, relatively exclusive to certain staff there. But yeah, got this nice logo on the chest, and same bigger on the back. So yeah, very nice. I like a lot. I like them. I like them. I like them. All right, Stampeders. Good old Southern Alberta rock here, everybody. As played by, as reimagined by the Trans-Canada Highwaymen. Oh, we've got Stratosphere. We've had Stratosphere for ages. I don't know why I didn't make a. Well, I was doing other things, which is why I didn't make a deal of it. But yeah, no, we have Stratosphere, everybody. Good luck in the Stratosphere, everybody. Enjoy. Have fun. Get yourself some of that there money. See if we can't set ourselves a new record today. All that jazz. If you guys can't see the next one, I'll skip through it. I might be buying it twice to the. I haven't entered the Stratosphere or the main event into my bankroll yet. I've just realized. All right, those are now in my bankroll. Not that the main event or that the Stratosphere really makes a difference because it was a ticket, so it doesn't actually impact my bankroll in any direct way. Yeah, exactly. That kind of sucks. Well, I was pretty terrified actually that of whether or not I was going to be able to get a Uber to the airport at 3 a.m. or a taxi to the airport at 3 a.m. in Malta for my 6 a.m. flight. It turned out not to be a problem at all, though I did have to walk a block to the pickup zone, which is no surprise because I think actually the entrance to my hotel was kind of on a pedestrian area, so it wasn't hard to find the pickup zone, and the cab was there, and like I only stood there for maybe 3 minutes waiting for the cab. Um, so it turned out it wasn't a problem. Uh, but I didn't schedule in advance either. I called, like I basically when I needed it, I pulled up the app and said, "Send me a cab as soon as you can to this location. It's the nearest one to my nearest one. You looks like you'll send a car to my current location. So send it here as soon as you can." And I did that from the front door of the hotel because I needed Wi-Fi to do it. And like I say, the pickup zone was probably a block and a bit away, like just up a quarter of a block, around a corner, down a block, at the next intersection. Um, and so I called for that cab as soon as possible. Did that walk with my suitcase and that, so it probably took me 2-3 minutes at least to get down to the corner. And then I stood there for another 3 minutes, five tops, it absolutely wasn't 5 minutes. Um, and the uh, car pulled up and got in the car, and I was at the airport 20 minutes later. So I was actually there ridiculously early. Was I arrived at the airport. I stood outside. I had a smoke for maybe 10 minutes. Um, Walked inside the airport and was the second person to check my bags onto the flight. So that's how early I was. There was second economy person. There was like 5 people in the first class line, um, or priority check-in line, and then 2 of us in the economy line right off. And yeah, so I was like the second. I was within the top 10 people to check in to the flight. So it turned out not to be a problem. But yeah, I was a little worried about whether I was going to get it or not. Yeah. Well, glad she made it. Anyways, that's always good. I hate that. Like, it would have fucking freaked me out if I was standing on that corner, or if I'd have pulled up the app and it would have gone, "I'm sorry, there's no vehicles available at this time." I'd have been like, "Fuck! What the hell am I supposed to do now?" Um, but turned out it was fine. So yeah, not real thrilled with 6 a.m. flights, I have to say. I generally try to avoid, but it was the only one I could get out, the only time. I think there is an afternoon flight, but it was going to cost me like $600 more to fly that afternoon flight, so I obviously wasn't going to. I don't hate 6 a.m. flights quite so much when they're worth $600 in savings, frankly. So you might be fooled into thinking, assuming you're hearing "Rock Me Gently," you might be fooled into thinking that's Neil Diamond. But in fact, it is not. It is a Canadian singer named Andy Kim. Well, this is not Andy Kim, but when you hear the original, you might be lulled into thinking it's a Neil Diamond tune. Is It's a very similar voice, actually. The first, I don't know, I think I probably had heard it for like 15 years of my life before I figured out it wasn't actually Neil Diamond. This is the Stampeders, the original version of Carry Me. Local Southern Alberta band from Calgary. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt there was a ton of that. Been there, done that a few times. I actually locked myself. There was the first hotel I stayed in. There was a deck you could go out on to smoke on. And the door had a latch on it, and I fucking locked myself out one night. To be fair, it was easy enough to do. Jason locked himself out one night as well, so I wasn't the only one that did. But yeah, that was not a lot of fun. I thought I was going to be stuck on the balcony all night, and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get off, frankly, because I guess a maid was going to come into my room eventually, and I could have pounded on the door at that point. So it wasn't going to be that. But I might have had the do not disturb sign on my door, which means nobody would have come into the room for like days potentially. So luckily, I'd been out on the deck a bunch of times, and I noticed that the reception or somebody, I was assuming reception, would actually walk out into what looked like a little storeroom or back area fairly regularly through the evening because like it had happened more than once by the time I got myself locked out on the balcony in like a week into my stay, or 5 or 6 days into my stay. So I was pretty sure that at worst I would hang out for an hour or two, and the reception guy would come out, and was loud enough that I always noticed it. Like I always heard him walk out, and so I'm sure that I'm sure I wouldn't have been stuck out there for days. But yeah, it was kind of a oh, what the fuck do I do now moment, because there was, and I didn't even have my phone on me because um, I'd left the phone inside the room. I was just literally standing out on the deck enjoying the night air. I told you guys I got stung by a wasp or a hornet or something. It was actually the same night that I got locked out on the balcony. That the same time. Um, I actually figured out I was locked out, and I leaned over the balcony to look and see if I could see um, the reception person or the person there, see or hear them. Um, and when I leaned over the railing, there must have been like a fucking hornet or something sitting on the railing, because stung me in the stomach, which was what was pressing against the railing. So I'm assuming it was something sitting on the railing. But yeah, I checked the fucking railing pretty closely after every time I went out on the deck after that, I checked pretty fucking closely. Because I actually passed out for a couple of seconds. I'm not sure I actually passed out. I was standing on the deck. I started to sweat really badly, and then I was sitting with my back against the wall. So there's probably a couple of seconds that as I kind of like I don't really remember leaning back against the wall and sliding down the wall. But then I was alert, and I was able to stand up again, and it was another 3 or 4 minutes maybe 5 when the reception guy came out, and I yelled at him, and he kind of giggled, and I told him what room I was in, and he came up and let me out. I'm sure I wasn't the first guy to do it. And it's like 2 nights later, I had to call. 2 nights later, I'm sitting at my room. I get a panicked message from Jason on the WhatsApp. He's like, "Can you fucking call the reception? I'm fucking locked out of my room." And I just kind of giggled, and I was like, "Yeah, I've done that. I did that. Don't worry about it. We'll get you sorted." All right, it is break time, everybody. So I'm gonna head off to the break. You should have a look at photos. Let me know if you're just seeing the same photos over and over and over again when I come back, because I am kind of curious about that. That's kind of what it looks like to me, but we will see. Anyways, I will see you guys back in just a few momentos. Right, we're back. I don't know if you guys were seeing fresh picks or like all the same stuff or not, but we'll see. Hopefully you're good with that. Should start again on the next break, so hopefully you'll see different ones then. Well, we'll start again. It's actually running in the background, running continuously in the background, so it'll pick up wherever it happens to be at that break. So yes, indeed, we have possibly a too many game situation about to occur now that I'm looking at it, because we've got main event and a UOS game about to pop up if my memory is correct. So yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that situation, but yeah, indeed, we have two games popping up in 4 minutes. So you know what? Just for kicks, I'm gonna unreg the Saturday Deep Stack. It's got some late reg on it, I think, and indeed, it's 11 levels of late reg, so 88 minutes plus break. So yeah, I've got plenty of time to get in if I get an open table. So let's not load down our table space. I am being responsible. Speaking of responsible, I have wild raspberry lemonade, THC infused drink to be responsible with here at 1 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. So there you go. That's my version of responsible here in Southern Alberta at the moment. Interesting stuff might be happening here. I guess we're just losing our re-raise pre-flop and our 5 big blind c-bet post-flop. Oh well, such is life. It wasn't as interesting as I thought it was going to be, but there you go. That's what can sometimes happen when you c-bet hands like that. Have to be willing to fold out of those though, because if you don't, you're going to go broke a lot in your poker, I think. I think we're in position this time. Like a 3-bet last time because in the small blind, and I wanted the post-flop betting lead at the very least. But this time I think I just call in position and see what the flop brings. I think that's the plan here. I'm not getting rid of ace queen in this spot, I don't think. So yeah, let's see a flop, see what happens. We do have main event action just popping up on my screen. Not quite action yet, but we are closing in on action time in the main event. We got some action happening here. We got a dark bet going on here as well. Dark bet going on here with the king. I think I'm going to float one street for 2 big blinds. Not the sort of street I like. Oh no, that's not a donk bet. Never mind. That was a C bet. What am I talking about? Donk bet. That was a C bet. He raised. I flatted pre-flop. We did talk about this just a few days ago. You're right. You're right. And I actually have been looking at the registered games list, and it is astonishing how much planning can actually alleviate that situation. Who'd have thunk? Who'd have thunk it, right? Anyways, I alleviated my too many games situation by deregging one of the games, which I can late reg in later should an open table free itself up. We do have 2 more games scheduled for the top of the next hour, however, so I'll need to Bear that in mind. I got a dirty ass king here in the main event. I wonder what we get with that. Ooh, top's very pretty. Top's very pretty. Hustler, how you doing? Good to see ya. Welcome back. As Shopper said, lovely to see that you found the transporter coordinates required to get yourself back here on board the mothership. Welcome back. Just about to see me open a wild raspberry lemonade THC drink here. Well, fuck. Well, fuck. That's main event poker for you, everybody. Right there, right there, right there. Lots of action, big pots. People getting there on the river. This is main event poker right here, right now. On your screens, everybody. We take your poker to the stratosphere as well here on the mothership. You can of course launch your bankroll into the stratosphere in my cent roll and launchpad games every Monday and Wednesday. So check those out as well. Earn your seat in the stratosphere for as little as 1 penny. You heard that right, 1 penny for a €5 ticket. There's 6 of them available in that free roll, so it's not one of these. It's not one of these cheesy. There's going to be 10,000 people in it, and you have to win the fucker to get your ticket. No. There's 6 of them up top in that one. So 6 players will get their shot at Stratosphere Glory on a Saturday. Every Monday, another 6 in the cent roll game will get their shot on Wednesdays. And 6 more each on Monday and Wednesday will get shots through launchpad games worth 10 cents and 25 cents. So yeah, there's pretty good deals for Stratosphere and main event tickets in my games, because 3 of those 4 games also have 3 €1 MTT Twitch giveaway tickets, which you can conveniently use as main event entries if you so desire. This is literally the first THC drink on our market here I found that I don't think is disgusting the first time I take a drink of it. And continues to not be disgusting, which is a great bonus for the drinks here. Getting better, or I finally found a flavor I like, one of the two. I don't know which it is. I'm not usually that picky about drinks. Yeah, no, I lie. I'm pretty much stuck to my ginger ale Pepsi, to be honest, for flavored drinks. Yeah. Yeah, the liquid definitely affects me more quickly and more strongly. I can already feel an effect. I've had like a sip out of my drink, and I can already feel an effect from it that was not there before I took the sip. It's weird. And that would not be the case. It would take like it's 10 or 15 minutes, and I have a small little buzz after two of those gummies, which is 5 milligrams. This entire thing is supposedly 10 milligrams, and I'm just having a couple of sips out of it at this point. So I guess alcohol is the same way. It doesn't affect you the same way if you eat a bunch of rum chocolates as it does if you drink a bunch of rum. Carnage, carnage, aces v kings in the stratosphere there. That's stratosphere action for you right there, everybody. Just carnage left, right, and center. So good luck avoiding those train wrecks, everybody, or at least being the train and not the crappy little passenger car on the tracks. Well, that's a nice turn of events, don't you think? Oh, you so want to make a move on me. You so want to make a move on me. You so want to make a move on the streamer here, don't you? Don't you, Big Roulette? You so want to make a move on the streamer. You've got like King 10 here, and you just wanna crush the streamer with it, don't you? No, you don't have King 10. You would have gotten it already. You got a 10, and you just want to give it to me. You just want to put it in my face. There are situations where that's appreciated and expected, frankly. But well, that's a way to solve my potential too many table problems by getting my money in bad with eights into aces in a spot where I didn't really have to do that. So we're not rebuying at this stage. We rebought in the other one because it was very early still. But yeah, it's pretty late at this point. So do I get into that other game now? Or do I save that spot for the other ones coming up? Trying to decide while I'm actually deciding hands as well. That's a €5 Saturday deep stack. What are the blinds? Again, 8 minutes. Yeah, 8 minutes. I do like those structures. I'm turning this hand into a bluff, everybody. I am turning my fours into the biggest bluff you've seen. And it works. We build some stratty chips. I like it. Indeed, we are jumping into the €5 US 19 low, everybody, and I'll deal with the too many tables potentially by deregging the ones at the top of the hour. Yeah, bankroll time. Five UOS number 19-L Saturday deep stack. Sorry guys, just doing a little bit of bankroll title stuff. I'll be with you again shortly. That looks like it is a currently accurate look at our game situation now up on the screen, everybody. So there you go. There you go. This empty hole, I hate empty holes. Much prefer full holes, is now full with the 6 max Saturday deep stack, everybody. €5 buy-in at €1,250. Guaranteed yet another shot at some sort of UOS title here this series. Still hanging on to the bottom rung in the €10 title fight game as well, but we need help. Nice, giggles. Enjoy the chippy in both games. Got main event action happening. Like I said, everybody, main event action in a nutshell here. 3/4 pot bet from Aussie Manthias here. While I have top second. Queen 10 doesn't bet it this way. Ace King bets it this way, I guess. Are we just up against Ace King? Guess we're just up against Ace King, right? Oh! Nice hand, Ozymandias. That was not a good river for me, apparently. I mean, I guess some straights came in, so I can technically fold there. I'm certainly not putting them on Ace Jack, so that's not the reason that I fold. But you know, the Broadways come in, and there's like Queen 10 that's there, so you know. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, everybody? You just can't do anything there. Just can't do anything there. I think you got to call. Meanwhile, a lot of fucking green over here, and I'm liking it. All right, Chopper. See you shortly. I wouldn't normally bet quite this big in a three-way pot. Probably was a bit bigger than I should have bet, frankly. I have suddenly got ace queens all over the fucking place. So I only got 10 big blinds, so it's my chance to basically triple it, right? And I do have the pretty fucking good ace here, so I don't think I get better shots. Fucking rivers rivers today, man. Fucking rivers today. No, we're not rebuying at this stage in that tournament. Fucking rivers today. Fucking rivers today. I tell ya what. I'm not sure where Piano Cat is. I have some. Yeah, I'm sure she'll pop in at some point. Because she's been. I know that this past week she's been at the pub a couple of nights. She was at a. She actually participated. Like, I don't know. I almost felt like I needed to call like some sort of a kidnap hotline or 911, or I guess I think it's 999 over in the UK. Some police station somewhere or something, because she sent me a message saying that she was at a pub playing a pub quiz with other people, and I was like, this does not sound like Cat. I mean, at a pub drinking beer in the midst of other people, that sounds very Cattish. It's the playing the pub quiz portion of it that didn't sound particularly feline like. So I think she's been out enjoying the world a bit more, which is good, I think. So we have 16 minutes left in Reg on the Stratosphere, everybody, and we are inching towards the guarantee. 52 entries in the game now, 46 plus 6. So I'm pretty sure that puts us like 5 entries away from a crack of that old guarantee. Nope, that's not the one. That's the one. Indeed. Oh no, we are. Oh yeah, 247 in collected money at the moment. So we're a couple of entries away from the guarantee, but I'm sure that will not be an issue. Right on, Ray. Welcome aboard the Strat and Main, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome aboard. I am the shortest stack in the game in the main event, so that's something, right? I'm definitely in a very high percentile of small stacks in that one. About Midland in the Stratosphere, 19 of 38 right now. 48 of 119 in the UOS game. Saturday deep stack. I do have a space open now. It will be excellent for me to fill with the next UOS game at the top of the next hour. We'll see if there's another empty space for the 10-euro game as well. Might just go to 5 tables. If I'm busto, especially if I'm busto in one of the other games, can I late reg? Is that a PKO? I think it's a PKO. I think it's a 70% PKO, right? Which I definitely do not want to late reg. Maybe we just play the little one this time. Or maybe we just play the medium one this time. Don't play the low. I want to play as many lows. I haven't played all the lows, but yeah, it's turbo PKO, so I definitely want to play from the start on that one. Yeah, I guess we just play 5 tables. That's doable. It's not impossible. Yes, please. I will bet with your dirty king's ass. I don't know if I like dirty king's ass or dirty ass king better. Dirty ass king is kind of cool. I mean, I guess the only question is whether I flat or raise here. I guess I should never be four betting here. Cold four. Yes, yeah, I guess I should probably never be cold four betting. Unsuited ace king there. Maybe I should. I don't know. Should I be cold four betting? Unsuited ace king there. It's not really cold, I guess. Should I be open four betting the ace king there? Hmm. Hmm. I guess there's an argument to fold now that I'm thinking about it as well, pre-flop, right? It's only ace king. It's unsuited as well. I don't think like suited ace king. Maybe you think about four betting that spot. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too nutty. Maybe I'm just too nitty. Right. Well, we are closing in on the end of Reg. 9 minutes to go. We are inches away from the guarantee now. 54 total entries. I think we need 57 to hit the guarantee if my memory and math is correct. Oh, maybe 55 actually even. Yes, indeed. We need three more to get the. We need three more to hit the guarantee, which I don't think is a problem. Why did you even enter? Because you guys like playing my games. That's why you entered, right? I know you're fucking tired. Oh, I folded quads in the. How's this for your poker luck today? I folded quads apparently in the main event just now. So well played, Ellie. Don't worry, I didn't have quads when I folded. I folded pre-flop, but still. I mean, I'm not going to be able to correct my shortest stack in the game situation very easily if I keep fucking folding quads, right? I'm pretty sure folding quads is negative EV to in regards to winning tournaments. I haven't run the numbers, but I'm pretty sure that's what the solver would spit back out at me. So we gave up a bit of chips there in the a few chips in the UOS game, having to fold that ace king, but I think it was probably the right spot. I don't know if we played the rest of the hand correctly or not, but the fold was definitely the right fold, I think. But yeah, so let's put those other two games into my bankroll as well. Make sure that's done and dusted, and add them to my titles too. You know, why not be proactive and shit? Ah. We are over the guarantee, 285 in prizes now, everybody. So once again, thank you for making it a successful Stratosphere event. Turbo PKO. Auntie, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Did you make it just in time to get yourself into the Stratty? I hope so. An event too, of course, if you so desire. All right, well, that adds the other games to the schedule. Oh, title fight is off the menu now as well, so I should get rid of that. No more title fight for Ellie. There's no fight left in the Ellie, unfortunately, anymore today. Yeah. Yeah, I can usually four without too much problem. I start running into, I'm sure my play is degraded when I'm playing five. And playing six is a nightmare for me. Whether I'm streaming or not, actually. I can Could probably manage 5 pretty easily if I'm not streaming or doing anything else at all while I'm playing. But yeah, it's yeah, 6 is pretty horrible. Damn, didn't hit my flush. Story of a poker player's life. Are we finished for Reg in the Strati now? Are we finished for Reg? Indeed, we are. 55 and 9. So it wasn't a stellar day. 304 euros in prizes. So definitely. Oh no, we're still going in. So it must still be. Must still be rebuys and late regs, maybe, in that one. I'll wait for a couple of minutes before I update the numeros in that guy. Overbet. Intentional. Trying to make this look bluffy. Trying to make this look like I'm just buying, stealing pot. I guess with my stack size, that's more difficult. I've actually been doing that relatively successfully at the 10 euro UOS levels, both in spots where I have big value and where I don't have value at all, where I'm bluffing. So, and it's been mostly working. There's a sort of a specific situation betting pattern from the other player that I use it in as well. And I feel, especially in the bigger UOS games, I feel it kind of plays into what I think probably comes across in my betting sizes and patterns, especially post-flop, is that I'm not a studied player, i.e. I don't bet the exact right sizes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it plays into my image as a rack, I think, when I do it as well. So as long as I'm doing it intentionally, I don't think it's necessarily a bad move. I'm not sure it was the right move with that stack in that spot on the main event, now that I'm thinking about it, but could definitely play the 7-8 here. My stack is such that I don't really want to call. I'm regretting my life choices now, of course, but at least my most recent ones. I definitely think there's a shove there from my stack size. 3-bet shove. Pre-flop, but I think there's also a fold there as well. I don't think there's a call. I don't think there's a call off that stack size with any, well, probably not with any hand. Not for that bet size, at least. You might be able to call a 2 big blind bet, call fold a 2 big blind bet, or play a 2 big blind bet there, but 3 and up is pretty tricky off of 18 bigs, I think. Dixon! How you doing, buddy? Yeah, no, I'm no fucking nano Noco. I don't know what the fuck's going on with those people, but they're not fucking people. They're like robots. I don't get it. I do not get it. And he was doing it for like fucking 8, 10, 12, 14 hours at a fucking time as well. And it's like, holy fuck, man. How does your brain not melt? How does your brain not fucking melt? Ooh, 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 ooh! Mr. Carter, Mr. Carter, Mr. Carter. Can I put my chips in the middle, please? There's probably 95% of my audience completely and utterly missed that reference. I don't know, maybe. Welcome Back, Carter was a big thing in Europe, and maybe all of you are over 50 to have been able to watch it, because I don't think it's ever been on reruns or anything. So you would have had to have been there. You would have had to have been there. People in the poker world probably have a slightly larger chance of because of Gabe Kaplan, of course, being the star. How's it going, Dex? By the way, what are you? How's your? Are you still trying to battle the Ontario regulated market? Or what's your current online poker situation? Probably safe to look at the Stratosphere numbers now. $55 and 10. So yes, indeed. Thank you all for coming out and supporting the game. $308.75 in total prizes. Much obliged, everybody. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Were you intending to view P12 to view DP12F? I was gonna say I don't think you were intending to view that in the chat window. Shoot it ass. Got our ass in a suit here, everybody. So our money's in the middle. I mean, we are pretty retro future here on the mothership. So maybe everything is maybe everything's in a Fortran. I have written Fortran code. I knew Fortran. I shouldn't say I know Fortran. I'm sure I would relearn it very quickly if I picked up a book again. Never used it commercially or professionally, but we definitely took, I definitely took a Fortran course in university in the 80s to learn Fortran programming. I don't think it was. I think it was like. Well, it was obviously like an introduction. It wasn't like a deep level course because it was only one course. But I think it was actually it was in 3 sections even. So it wasn't even like a full course on Fortran. It was Fortran, COBOL, and APL, I think. Which kind of gives you an idea of the vintage of time that was going on. Although even then it was billed as the was billed as kind of the legacy languages, introduction to legacy languages kind of thing. Because the more exciting stuff was learning the Pascal and the C that was going on at the time. Right. I will not ask any more further details. Then I pretty much understand what you're talking about, and we won't get any further into details. So well, yeah, good to see you. Are you back on Unibet at all? Are you playing the Uni stuff? Oh wow, the ante up. No surprise. I looked at that ante up game and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not even gonna spend my money on it. I'm not gonna give you guys my fucking bankroll. Now, Kings from the button. I will definitely 3-bet that shit, everybody. Actually, I only played one of the side events yesterday. I begged out of the fucking bonsai later as well because I'm fucking not a bonsai fan. Thanks. I've actually never played it. I've just actually read the description and gone, that does not sound like a game I'd enjoy. I should probably try it at some point just to see, but yeah, it just does not really seem like a game I would enjoy, frankly. Like takes everything that all of the parts of tournament poker that I like, and like reduces them. Exactly, right, Shopper? I did see that. I thought of you guys when I saw that on the schedule yesterday. I assumed that you guys would be in that one. I did not. I did not give you the pleasure of taking my money in that one, though. If there'd have been a 1 or a 2, I might have played it, but not at, and especially not at €5, right? That was not good for me. Alrighty, well, enjoy the poker, enjoy the beer, and enjoy the Twitch, Shopper. I do have beer in my fridge. It's a bit early to be drinking beer, although I am drinking THC-laced liquids, so I'm not sure. Not sure why I should avoid the alcohol if I'm drinking the THC, but call it tradition. Break time coming up once again. You guys will have another chance to let me know if you're seeing all the same pictures over and over and over again, because it sure looked like when I came back, it sure is looking like it to me. But let me know. Let me know, please. I will see you guys back in 5 minutes or so. We are back. We have aces in the main event, so I think my money's probably going in the middle. Yeah, I'm sure you guys aren't seeing all of the pictures that I have of Malta, and I don't really understand why, but such is life, I suppose. I'm actually going to try something with that and take it off of randomized playback. See if that goes through everything. It'll go through it all in the same order, but let's see what happens there next time we go on break. Alrighty. That might have changed things. We'll see. Oh, I guess my aces were no good. I wasn't even paying attention. I guess my aces were no good. Yeah, my aces were no good against sixes, obviously, right? Obviously. Fuck my life. All right, well, main event looks like it is down and dusted. So that actually means you won't be seeing the fourth game or the fifth game, the second, but I don't have too many games anymore. Or I won't have too many games anymore when I'm busted out of this one, because that's what's happening now. GG Ellie, good luck everybody else in the main event. We're going to keep watching this game though, and my other two games will pop up. I will put one of them on the screen, probably the big one, and put the little one, leave the little one off until one of the other UOS games busts out. Alrighty, dippers, enjoy your nap. Enjoy your nap time, my friend. Nap time is important. Nap time matters. Right, oh, table 3 is now the €10 buy-in, €2,000 guaranteed. UOS number 20, everybody. One more shot at a UOS trophy. Well, two more shots, because I also got the €2 game, but you guys aren't going to see that one because on table 4 is, in fact, still the main event. GG Strat, Happy Ray. Yeah, ace-ace, not as good as 6-6, apparently, either. Ace-ace, less than 6-6. Giggles is way too drunk to type. I have the Jillies here in the Turbo PKO 70% bounty game, which probably means we are playing this in aggro fashion, everybody. G. Ellie in the €10 game. I'm not shoving here, obviously, but I think I'm putting in a 3/4 pot 3-bet with the jacks here. That is a big open, though, so not really sure what that means. It's worth noting down, however. Wow, we just get 4-bet. We just get 4-bet right back, eh? Probably looking at race at best here. I guess I can see 10s, 9s, 8s kind of doing this. Well, let's play the booty odds here. Blech! Hearts? No, hearts don't help. Hearts don't help! Hearts don't help. Sigh. It's twice we've had to rebuy in 10-euro booty games today. Not a good record, Ellie. Not a good record at all. I definitely knew that was a possibility. I probably should have folded my jacks there, honestly. I think I probably can most of the time, but it is a booty. I had the booty opportunity firsthand, and it's probably worth it. Probably in the booty sense. Probably not in any other context, but in the booty context, it probably makes some sense. I'm shooting my shit. Apparently against 10-8 here. Can we? Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, everybody. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ, I tell ya. What the actual fuck is going on? The actual fuck, everybody. Alrighty, well, I'm out of both of my games today, apparently, and what I would consider to be rather brutal fucking fashion. 10 fucking 8. Gambler, 10 fucking 8. Jesus Christ. Nice hand. Oh, wow, Hustler. That's awesome. I really like tennis. I played quite a bit when I was living and working in Africa. It's not a particularly great sport to be in if you're Canadian, frankly. Especially if you can't afford to be part of like indoor clubs, because 6, 7, 8 months of the year you can't really play particularly comfortably on an outdoor court. I suppose that's probably the case in the UK. But I actually think your guys' winters are generally quite a bit milder than. I'm assuming you're in the UK. But your winters are quite a bit milder, and while it would be chilly to be outdoors playing tennis, like in Canada, you got to shovel the tennis court most of the time before you can play, right? So yeah, it's not ideal. So I haven't really played since I left Africa, but I played a lot while I was in Africa. I really enjoyed the game. I like the strategy of the game. I was pretty good at always running down balls. I was never a great player. If you play semi-professionally, you would no doubt wipe my ass on the court pretty easily without even really having to think about it, frankly. Well, especially today, even at my height, you probably would. One of the guys I played against all the time that I worked with was a really good tennis player, and I know he was holding back. I know he was holding back on me. There's a couple times that he just played a set and just fucking destroyed me. But generally speaking, it's not a great sport to get involved in Canada unless you can afford to be involved in indoor clubs to be able to keep your fitness and game up for the whole year. You're taking the Ant-Man strategy, are you, Shopper? It's not a bad strategy. It hasn't really been working for me. Well, to be honest, I've been playing the games this time because 888 Poker is also an hour out for all the poker shit's an hour out for me this week, and it's really fucking with my schedule. So I wasn't even able to come back and play the 888 games asleep. You guys aren't going to be able to see it because I'm not showing games, but I have aces in the €2 game. So we'll see how that goes. The €2, 70% booty. Main event action down to 12 players remaining. 21 left in the stratosphere. So lots happening still in our local games. I literally never picked up a tennis racket until I was 27. So, yeah, totally different life story. I picked up a pool cue long before I picked up a tennis racket. Although even that one I didn't play a huge amount of when I was a kid, but still I'd played it by the time I was 10. I never picked up a tennis racket until I was 27 when I was first year in Africa. Well, yet another opportunity to get myself in trouble here in the €10 game. No booty here. I'd probably play this one differently regardless. I'm okay with just taking it down with a 3-bet too. That's not an issue. Down to 19 left in the strat. Looks like 11 remaining in the main event. It'll either be tonight or tomorrow night, Dix. I think it's tonight, though. You're right. So I think it all gets sorted for me by tomorrow, which I'll be grateful for. Always had a interesting time with time in my last job. You don't really think about it until you actually work on a real-time system where something is communicating with real-world assets in real time, and there's specific times that things have to happen in the real world, and there's specific sequences and all that stuff, and your database is all based on time codes and yada yada yada, all that stuff in a real-time system. You don't really think about it until you're actually managing a real-time system. But that all really gets fucked up when when your system clock suddenly decides it's 2 a.m. again instead of 3 a.m. So yeah, one of the things that we always had to do, we had like a relatively complex workaround system for listen, if we're running an exercise while the time change happens, fucking don't make it happen. And then we do all the time changes after the exercise was over. Because I mean, when the exercise was over, it didn't really matter. But when there's even though it's not like real weapons or anything, but when there's like a fucking tank moving in the field, and suddenly, it's 20 meters ahead, but it says it's there an hour before it was 20 meters behind just a second ago. Your system kind of goes fuck me, and just kind of throws up and stops. Yeah, we don't have that many. Um, Playing junior Wimbledon, Jesus, yeah, no, that's definitely you gotta have some talent to play junior Wimbledon. Great to have you here on the mothership. Lovely to have you here. Hope the poker goes well. Hope the tennis keeps going well. Don't let the poker interfere with the tennis. I have a feeling that I'm not going to say you have more skill at tennis than you do at poker, but you can play poker anytime. You're going to have you're now is the time to take advantage of your tennis. So focus on the tennis. Enjoy the poker, and it's good to have you here. But yeah, definitely focus on the tennis. You sound if you play junior Wimbledon, you definitely have some skills. You definitely have some skills. I've never actually played on grass. I think it would be. I've actually only played on hard courts. I'd like to try. I'd like to try clay sometime. Um, Grass. I don't know. Grass would be fucking weird. I think. You must be used to. It must be normal for you to play on grass. I would guess. But yeah, grass. I've never played on grass, and I think it would be totally totally weird, totally unusual for me. However, because I'm so good at running down balls, I actually think I would excel on clay because it's a slower game on clay. But I've never played on clay either, so I don't know. The opposite side is I would also guess it's harder to actually get going and get stopped on clay. So maybe being able to run down the balls wouldn't be quite as easy. On the hard courts, it's pretty dead easy to get yourself moving. I've always been pretty fast from a dead stop. Like I was a sprinter when I was younger, so I'm not real good at long distances. Like I'm not. Oh, I suck. Frankly, I suck badly at long distances. But the short distances, yeah, I'm quite speedy. Or I was quite speedy at the short distances. So that obviously serves you well in tennis because it's short bursts and you've got breaks to Um, so yeah, no, it definitely it definitely suits tennis. Definitely suits my sprinter mode rather than distance endurance. Not saying you don't have to be endurance, but it was. Um, I'm much better with short bursts and breaks and short bursts and breaks. Damn, go, 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 Hustler. As you saw, I am long since. That is just a distant, distant bad memory for the Ulster, I'm afraid to say. But good luck with that one. Would love to see a mothershipper take that one down, my friend. Not to mention a famous tennis player mothershipper. Holy shit. That's awesome. Indeed, bounty games are a variance-laden affair, generally speaking. You guys saw my Jacks and the Kings um, there at the beginning of the 10-euro game. Shit happens, right? It is Buble time to the final table in the main event. As you can see, I mean, different kind of grass, right? Different kind of grass, my friend. I've never played tennis on grass. I have played tennis stoned on weed before. So I guess technically I have played tennis on grass, but not the kind of grass I was talking about. Not the kind of grass I was talking about, my friend. To be fair, I usually save the smoking a joint for after the tennis, not before. I played at the most often, especially in the early days, at the Canadian Club in Lagos. I'm not sure if it still runs or not. Actually, I think it was only there because of the particular crew that was at the consulate at the time. Um, but yeah, they had this property in Lagos. I actually don't really know. There was some official, like there was a residence there was like an apartment style residence on the property, and a pool, and a kind of a a pool house kind of thing, and a fairly large lot and a tennis court on this property. And I don't think none of the consulate lived in the residences permanently, but it was used actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, for sure it was used. All right, we're gonna need to open up a new table for the main event final. Um, but it was used for like guests that came in and things like that. So yeah, I guess that was probably its purpose. It's probably the guest house for the consulate. Um, but yeah, they had tennis courts, and the Canadians could play there. So I was over there playing quite frequently, and then I would usually go for a swim and hang out by the pool afterwards and drink a beer, and that was always quite nice. The one place in Lagos where I could actually get a Canadian beer. And yeah, I would gather you guys would probably have grass and hard court. It's like Spain and France and like Southern Europe that does the clay courts, right? That's where most of the clay court shit is. I need to get the this table closed off the screen. MotherShip Poker main event. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We just had a massive Unibet crash. Gee, Ellie's getting back in. We just lost our shit on Unibet, everybody. All right, let me get back in here. Give me a second to get this shit sorted. And Mufarino, welcome aboard. Good to see you, buddy. All right, well, we've got the MotherShip Poker main event here now. Somewhere. There we go. And we've got the Stratus 40 right here. Deep Stack Sunday is going to go here. If I get a little, or Deep Stack Saturday, I mean, if I get a little confused about tables that I'm going to, just bear with me because I'm going to have things in weird spots for me after that crashy poo. Right, that gets us all up. We got main event table or final table action going on here though as well. So Shovey McShoveface here, I guess, with just 10 big blinds, blind on blind, gets through. So we're down to 7 left in the main, which I think is 3 under the 3 to the money, 4 places paid there. And the Stratipoo, our good friend the Stratipoo, is down to 14 players remaining, with 9 getting paid today. Yeah, the rallies is one of the reasons I like watching the French Open. The French Open is probably my favorite Grand Slam to watch because of the clay courts and the fact that you've just got these massive rallies that you can totally see. And I always tend to measure a great tennis player, whether you've won on all 3 surfaces. That's whether you've won a Grand Slam on all 3 surfaces. That's crucial to me to consider yourself great. if you can win on hard courts, but you can't win on grass or clay, well, I don't really think you're a great tennis player. You can only win on a third of the surfaces that you're playing on. Even if you can win on, hard courts and clay, but you can't win on grass or whatever. That's probably a weird combination. But like there's a lot like Sampras, for example. I don't think ever came close to winning a French Open because it was he couldn't figure out the surface, and it was a surface that just did not let him play the game that he played, which was to overpower people with a serve, right? So yeah, I think it's important to if you're going to go down in the history books as a great tennis player, you got to be able to say I won big tournaments on all three major surfaces. Yeah, that was definitely a great moment. So I was really getting into watching tennis right at the moment when Martina Hingis was destroying women's tennis as the undisputed number one in the world. Nobody was close to her. She was winning. She had like a 70% chance of winning any tournament that she was registered in, kind of thing. As Venus Williams was coming onto the scene as a young, it's like 17-year-old when she first started to play her first professional matches. And I have to tell you, watching Venus Williams come onto the scene and just completely change women's tennis, because Martina Hingis, she was an excellent women's tennis player at the time. Venus Williams didn't play women's tennis. Venus Williams came in and fucking played the hardest tennis she could play. It didn't matter, and just destroyed women like Hingis who had grown up learning the women's game, frankly. And it was kind of a joy to watch. Like it was immediate. Like the first year that I watched tournaments with Venus Williams in it, I'm like, the fucking game's changed. She's still like, there's no way. Like it's a completely fucking different game now. So yeah, that's probably one of my best tennis memories is watching that first year of Venus Williams come in and just destroy everybody in her. I was gonna say destroy all of her peers, but she had no peer at the time. Like even in her first year, she had no peer. Well, I guess we're all in with our suited ass here. Yeah, sure. I guess we're all in with our queen tenor too. That is not a fair fight. I was hoping I would be able to say fair fight or something like that, but no, indeed, that is not a fair fight. Alrighty, we are done in the. No, I guess we're not done in this one. This is the. Wow, I can still rebuy in that one? Sure. Probably a bad move, but it's not a bounty, so why the hell not? Oh yeah, Sampras was just killed people on grass. Djokovic is definitely a great player. I mean, I'm I'm a little partial to Federer, frankly. I think it just that doesn't seem to matter what surface is on. It doesn't seem to matter what what the conditions are. It doesn't seem to matter who he's playing, who he played against. In his prime, he was just the guy that when you saw his name on the draw, you were like, okay, well, I guess that's as far as I'm going in this tournament. Um, and I guess to a degree Rafa as well, but I was never really cottoned on to Rafa as much. But yeah, Federer, I definitely Federer definitely. I think probably overall Federer would be my favorite. I was a big fan of Andre Agassi back in the day as well. Not so big of a fan of him off the court actually anymore. Um, Probably Federer, I think, is probably my favorite player. I'm really liking some of the Canadian Felix. The fuck is his last name now? But he looks like he's gonna be pretty good. There's also Jesus fucking Christ, I got her face in my brain. She's been having injuries lately, so I don't know if she's actually gonna be able to recover from injuries or not. But Jesus fucking Christ, why can't I not remember her name? It'll come to me. Um, but yeah, so a couple of decent Canadian prospects coming up as well on both sides of the fence. Yeah, Agassi was another one that was a very good all-round player. He did not have any particular game that was or any particular part of his game that was super exceptional, but he could play the whole game really well, right? He had just great all-around skills. But yeah, it was hard to dominate in that era because you had all the specialists that kind of specialized in single surfaces at the time, generally speaking. It's kind of wild to see Bjorn Borg playing poker tournaments. I don't know if he's still playing or not. I think I might have heard he got into some trouble, but money is being earned in the main event. Everybody, indeed, Johnny Mincash lived up to his name and got the Mincash in the main event. Um, and we are down to 3 players remaining now. Maybe less than that. Maybe less than that. No, looks like we are still at 3. Indeed, Johnny Mincash with the Mincash 513 for 4th place. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Hingis had her moment in the sun, then just kind of got destroyed. Before her time, frankly, she could have had Williams not come along. She probably would have had 3, 4 more years, 5 more years of destroying the women's game. But nope, that's not the way history works all the time, right? But yeah, Federer definitely one of my favorite players. Well, our shit is in for a second time in the Saturday Deep Stack. Oh yeah, no, but back in the day we had no Canadians. I was talking about modern. I'm talking about modern players. Bianca Andreescu. That's the woman's name that I was trying to think of. Um, so I still can't remember Felix's last name. Um, but there's those two. Um, Fuck me, I'm having a shit time with names today. There's a guy that Daniel Nestor, who didn't do too much on the single scene, but he crushed the double scene. He was like number one in the double scene for years, if my memory is serving correctly. Number one, number two, like definitely in the top echelon of the doubles tennis. But yeah, Bianca Andreescu was the name of the woman player I was trying to think of. She's been having some injury problems, but she came in um, really hot, and then has had some injury problems and kind of had some issues keeping up the pace. But I think she has definitely some long term promise if she can get her injuries under control. Indeed, yeah, no. Bjorn Borg was playing high stakes tournament poker for many years on the EPT circuit and around Europe. Yeah, Borg was definitely playing. Oh, sorry, Becker. Yes, indeed, Becker. Sorry, yes. Yes, indeed, Becker, Boris Becker, not Bjorn Borg. I mean BB, right? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? They're both BB and they both play tennis. Come on, man. Well, that certainly makes my top pair look pretty shitty. That's that fourth club, eh? Yeah. So much for my ill-gotten gains. What little they were. He was just so businesslike about it, Federer. It was almost like there was no effort involved in. I mean, obviously, there is, but he was just so businesslike about going out there and doing the job. Um, yeah, no, I Federer's amazing. But yeah, anytime they hyped the big Federer Nadal battles, I was always on Team Federer. Always on Team Federer. 100%. I have been paying attention to what's going on in the stratosphere, I wonder. Looks like we're still on the bubble to the final table. Looks like we're still on the bubble to the final table and the money, everybody. So good luck getting there. It seems like we've been there for a while. I feel like I forgot about the game for like ages. So that tells me something. Damn, GG gigs. G and a G to the gigs. We got ourselves some shipperinos in the Saturday deep stack, everybody. Oh, nice, well done in the strat. Do we actually have that table? I do. Wow, I didn't have to open a new table to find it. That is crazy. That is crazy. Good luck, everybody, in the strat. Indeed, it looks like you are sitting on top of a pile of chips. Dragon style, hoarding your little gold coins. Breathing fire out of your nostrils every once in a while, just to, make sure everybody's aware what the situation is. Let's have a look at the prize pool situation in the Stratty, shall we? $9.96 is the min cash spot. In ninth place, everybody is guaranteed at least $10. Well, $9.96. So if you had to buy in twice today, which is the most you could have bought in, and you lost 4 pennies, it's not such a bad deal. If you bought in once, you're making almost a full extra buy-in back. Top prize, first place, $89.64 today. $308.75 in total prizes, as you can recall, which is not anywhere near a record, but still very good, and over the guarantee once again. Oh, you guys aren't seeing that game. All right. Question is, am I actually calling this off with ace queen in a booty spot? Yeah, I think I am. I'm in a good spot. I was in a good spot. Although I did manage to chop it with an ace against somebody who spiked a set of twos, set of deuces when, ooh, and I split a bounty as well. Or I took the bounty? I took the bounty because I was the big stack. Yay. Yay. 35 cents goes into Ellie's bank account. Wowee. Wow, you guys didn't even get to see the hand where it happened. Wowee. That is the first money we've put into our account today, so I'm not going to joke about it too much. I'm going to accept it gratefully and add it to my account. Unfortunately, the 70% bounty is not a game that I'm doing particularly well in the 10K size at the moment. So I'm getting off the break. Anyways, I will see you guys back in a few momentos. I mean, I would have thought that penguins were always naked, but you know, I could be wrong about that. Welcome back. Good to see everybody. I guess I'm saying welcome back to myself. I guess you guys were always here. It did, once again, it did not look like you were seeing all the pictures that I had prepared for you to see. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with my slideshow, but I guess I'll have to try to work it out. To be fair, I hacked it together in a few minutes before the stream started this morning because I was late. But, you know, whatever. 3 players still left in the, still got 3 players here. I've got ace king and top. Not thrilled about that heart, but it actually makes it more likely I want to bet that then. 4th heart makes me puke on the river. Trying to steal a booty in the €2 game. You guys aren't seeing that. It's not on your screens, but we're trying to steal one. Probably not going to happen this time around, but it was a good effort. I am, however, all in the €10 game for my life with a nice spot to double up, and we're there. So I like it. I'm still super short stacked, but you know, we're alive. We're not we're not looking at a thank you for playing screen. We're not swearing at the button that we never press that says you want to watch the action. No, I don't fucking want to watch the action. I just busted it out. Thank you very much. Piss off. This is not the booty game. It's probably not a call-off spot then. Probably not even worth thinking that long about, honestly. Don't know why I was. This, however, still shove spot, I would guess, had it folded to me. Did not, and I'm not shoving over that open, I wouldn't think, with an unsuited A7. But yeah, blind and blind, when it folds to me, I'm 100% putting that in, I think. Just came from the sauna, indeed. Indeed, you do not sauna with clothes on of any kind, swimsuits, whatever, in Finland. Well, I've never actually been to Finland. I don't know. Well, no, I have actually been to Finland. It just was the Finnish embassy in Lagos, which is technically Finnish soil. All the embassies are technically soil of the country they belong to. And yes, indeed, nudity is a requirement of Finnish sauna. Down to 2 remaining in that old main event now. It was a pretty hard fought battle, but GG to a big roulette who bagged 897 there for the 4th place. They hung out there in 3rd for ages with the short stack. So well done. Didn't quite manage to make it heads up, but still, nice job hanging on to life there for a while. Meanwhile, oh no, looks like we lost our giggles in that one, unless I'm misunderstanding and misremembering her name. But GG to the gigs. Indeed, FOMO996 for ninth place. 8 players remain now in this here old stratosphere. Night, night, and see you later, gigs. And GG and GN. All the G's. And GL, frankly, with the penguin who's just come out of the sauna naked and is cooking food for you. Food is also naked food, naked sauna go together in at least in the part of Finland I happen to be in, which happened to be in Africa. So yeah, 100%. The cooking food and the nude totally makes sense to me now. We're down to 7 in the Stratty now, with AS150 taking 11.95 for 8th place just recently, which you guys are watching on the screen. I have something blocking that at the moment, so I'm not actually watching it, but I probably should, I guess. Say I have something blocking it. I have the fucking lobby blocking it. Damn, GG Hustler in the title fight. Poker be like that, man. Poker be like that. Tennis is a lot less variance in it. I mean, tennis still is not a no variance sport by any stretch of the imagination, especially not on like grass courts and clay courts and things like that. But yeah, tennis is a much lower variance sport than you'll find poker to be, my friend. If you're the best player to show up at the tournament and you play your best tennis, you're probably going to win the tournament, right? Like most of the time. You're the best poker player, you play your best poker, you ain't always going to win the tournament. Trust me on that. Well, I suppose my dregs of a stack are probably going in here. Wonder if he'll call. I wonder if they'll call when I shove over them here. I mean, you know, you gotta fear the shove, right? You gotta fear the shove here. GL, and all those shopper. heads up down in the main now. I don't hate the spot I'm in here. Do not hate the spot I'm in at all. I cannot fade clubs in the €2 70% game, so I have just given away a bunch of my stack. I'm short stacked there, but see if we can't build it back up again. I'm apparently zero stacked here in the €10 bounty game, so we're done like dinner there. And we're going to be done like dinner in the €2 game very quickly. The Stratosphere has escalated quickly down to 6 players now. HFT Shark, 1494 for 7th place. We have 6 remaining now. Meanwhile, as I was saying, main event, battling, heads up. Luoji also been battling the short stack here for a considerable amount of time. They were in the sort of netherworld of middle stack there during the 3-handed play, which is a tough stack to play. I don't actually remember exactly what it is, but I remember always reading the description going, that doesn't sound like a tournament I'm going to enjoy very much. Very, very quick structures, very short stacked, very high, if not 100% bounty game, if I'm remembering correctly. So yeah, it's all action all the time. Kind of makes the Hexapros look like deep stacked long blind games, frankly. Holy shit, our ace is held, everybody. Our ace is held. Hold the presses. Alert the world media. Our ace is held, everybody. Holy shit. It's what makes poker mentally tough, but it's also the reason why winning players can be winning players, because it's honestly why players who aren't so good keep coming back to play the games. For in spots like this, right? It's you have to sort of understand that I want that situation all the time, getting ace jack into ace 4, right? Didn't work out for me that time, but when I'm sitting with that sort of a stack and that sort of a game, and I open ace jack, I fucking always want ace 4 to be 3-betting me from my left. It's like it's a fucking dream. That's a fucking dream spot, right? And yeah, it's only going to work out 66% of the time. right? The other 33% of the time, you're going to be looking at a screen that looks like this, potentially. But if the best hand won 100% of the time, the dude with ace four wouldn't keep coming back and putting his money in the game, right? So, that's a nice example of what makes poker, and the fact that yes, the variance is what makes it a tough game mentally, but it's also what makes it a good game to play, right? It's both sides. It's both sides of the same coin. Yeah, basically, Ant-Man, just pretend you've slept for the first 3 hours of the tournament. You've woken up with like four big blinds, um, two away from the money, and you have to win the tournament. That's probably bonsai in a nutshell right there. So you're prepared. You're well prepared for this one, buddy. You got it. You got it, dude. You just got to turn your imagination on a little bit, buddy, and you got it. I'm sure. Oh, we're down to five. I didn't notice what happened once again in the stratosphere, but I can tell you that Snarkario bagged 1792 for sixth place. I can also tell you that my money's probably going in the middle if it has to here with these queens. Aha, Johnny Mincash. Johnny Mincash, the guy that literally Mincashed the main event today. Nicely done, buddy. Nicely done. That puts us down to four remaining in the stratosphere after the dogs box bagged at 2390 for fifth place. Oh, and the main event is done as well. I missed the action, but 2180 for Aussie Mantis for the win, and Luigi, who, like I say, hung on there in second place for quite a while before they finally succumbed for 1410 in second place. So there you go. We are down to just a couple of games left here on this Saturday Stratosphere edition of the Mothership. One of those games is this Stratosphere game right here. The other game is this UOS game right here. I don't have a huge chance in this, but 35 places getting paid in this game, and we're not that far away. So 14 bigs, I can make that work, I think. Yeah, for sure. That's what keeps the other players coming back. The illusion that they can win. I mean, it's not an illusion. The fact that they can actually win on a game to game, hand to hand basis um, is what keeps the players coming back. And you just have to understand the numbers, and you just have to run the numbers and make sure that your long term numbers are working for you. But if they are, just keep fucking playing your game. We are heads up suddenly in the stratosphere. Things have escalated very quickly over there. So it was ZB86 in fourth place for 32.87. Ship captain, 44.82. Not this ship captain. Not this ship. Some other fucking ship captain apparently in my game. 44.82 for third. And we are now down to T-Mob and JD Flash. Heads up for the coveted Stratosphere title, everybody. Good luck to both of those players. If you're in chat, say hello. You don't have to let us know which player you are if you don't want to, but if you're in chat, let us know. Say hello. Let's watch the heads up play here for the most part. I'll let you know if anything exciting happens. We are 25 away from the money now. I still need to build a stack, but I still got like 12 bigs. So not in desperate shape by any stretch of the imagination in the other one, but I will keep you posted on what happens. Oh, Cosmodash. Haven't seen them in a while. They're in the UOS game I'm in now. Although it's Cosmodash 2, so it might be somebody else. Seems like that's a fairly specific alias, but... Yeah, that's not surprising. That actually does... It's not irregular that that happens to poker companies and casino companies where they have to pay either fines because of breach of certain gaming or ad regulations, advertising regulations, or things like that where they have to refund money for various reasons. Does seem like it's a rather big case, and I suppose it would depend on. I think it would be pretty shitty if the Dutch players were there through like VPNs and shit like that. But yeah, I mean, if Unibet just straight up let two Dutch players play on there when it shouldn't have, then they probably deserve to have to pay the money back. But yeah, it's totally not uncommon. I've learned in well, I suppose now is the time, now or never. Always coming seven, right? Yeah, I've learned now that I'm in the sort of poker media business, it's not uncommon. Maybe now is not the time. Maybe now is not the time. Oh well. Yeah. Jills. We run into the Jills. Run into the Jills. It's not always coming seven. That's a lie. They've lied to you, everybody. It's not always coming seven. It is not always coming seven. That is a lie. I hate it when people lie to me. It really sucks. It really sucks. Anywho, that is me done for my poker for the day. We're still going to, of course, run down this game, which looks like it is still ongoing as JD Flash has jumped from behind and taken the lead now. Weird Ant-Man. I don't know what would have. I don't know what would have happened. I sometimes have weird select features. Weird select things happen where it accidentally grabs a line up or a line down or something if I'm trying to select something in the middle of a paragraph sometimes. And there's a little scroll window oftentimes. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If you're going to be part of the EU, you're going to have to pay attention to EU regulations, right? So this could be it, everybody. We have Ace Jack versus Ace 9. And indeed, despite turning the up and down straight draw, no such luck. Janie Flash takes it down. T Mob 2005, no such luck with the straight draw there on the turn. Turning straight? That's weird, but you know, it's the way poker. It's the way poker goes sometime. So yeah, that was exciting. That was fun. That was great. Janie Flash comes from behind to take her down. Well done, well done, well done. I'll try to figure out what the hell's going on with my pictures because they do not seem to be showing everything that I have in my. I might just chat for a little bit. Like it's not even showing them in order anymore. I don't think. Yeah, that's weird as fuck. Anyways, thank y'all for coming. I'll take my head out from behind the pictures there. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me once again on another Stratosphere Saturday. Which direction do I have to go? It's this direction I have to go to stay out of the screen. There we go. Thank you once again for coming and hanging out with me on another Stratosphere Saturday. Always lovely to have you guys here. It is a great way for me to spend a Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon. We'll be back again next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday for sure. Back to my normal 11 a.m. start time. I know it doesn't seem like it hasn't been the normal 11 a.m. start time for you fine folks, but it's been fucked up for me for a week. So it'll be nice to be back to a non-fucked up timing schedule here on Unibet and the stream. For me at least. Thank you once again for coming, hanging out. Thank you for making the Stratosphere a success. Once again with a prize pool well above the €275 guarantee. And until I see you again on Monday, this is your Captain Elron out. Ooh, carrot and parsnip stir fry. For more vintage poker content from MotherShip Poker, click the subscribe button and check out the playlists for all of our old archived content, as well as the ads only cut from some of the early streams.